Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video day, and the Golden State Warriors have signed Pat Spencer. Signing Pat Spencer to a two-way contract. This Warriors team has been busy than no other team. There's no other team that's been as busy as the Warriors in the last couple of days. It started with signing Al Horford. I know exactly I know the exact time at 12 o'clock because the Al Horford notification came in right as NFL games were starting the other day. And then right after Al Horford signing, it was announced that they were bringing back D'Anthony Melton. Then later that Sunday night, it was announced they were bringing back Gary Payton II. Then it was announced they were going to be signing their 56 overall Will Richard to a 4-year deal. And now it's that they are signing Pat Spencer to a two-way contract. I think Pat Spencer played some good basketball for the Warriors when he got limited opportunities in the 2023-24 season. He is 29 years old, though. But he did really well in the G League last year. He averaged 22, 6, and it was 22, 6, and 5 last year in the G League. And he was also shooting 40% from 3 in the G League last year. But he only got 6 minutes per game last year and averaged 2.5 points per game and 1.2 rebounds per game. So, yeah, I like this signing for the Warriors. The thing I keep saying, and I know Spencer's a point guard, but the thing I keep saying is I think the Warriors, just the way I look at it, is they have too much depth, I think, have too much depth at the shooting guard position, to the point where I'm wondering if maybe some trades could be coming in the near future. And this is the type of depth I'm talking about. Like, you have Buddy Hield for starters. You have Moses Moody. I guess you could consider Brandon. Podziemski as well. I think he can at times. Podziemski can be a point guard, but I think Podziemski was. I think Podziemski is also is more naturally a shooting guard, and they played him a lot next to Curry last year. So you have Podziemski, you have Buddy Hield, you have Moses Moody. They just brought back D'Anthony Melton. They just brought back Gary Payton II. They just signed Will Richard to a 4-year deal where they drafted 56 overall. And not to mention all those guys, you also got the Warriors, these rumors and these reports that the Warriors are interested in bringing in Seth Curry, and it is very likely that the Warriors are going to sign Steph's brother. That is then a 7th shooting guard on the roster. That is a lot of talent at the shooting guard position. And I just ask myself, is that a little too much depth at the shooting guard position? Maybe if you're the Warriors, maybe you take a little bit of depth away from the shooting guard position and had some more depth at the center position. I know they just brought in Al Horford, but I still think the Warriors could use some more size on their roster. But I like the moves the Warriors have made. But I'm saying, I just think if the Warriors actually do sign Seth Curry, then you have 7 shooting guards on the roster if you include Podziemski to the list. But maybe Podziemski is also a point guard. But I think he's a guy that's going to do both for the Warriors. He's going to be a shooting guard and a point guard. And I think the other thing is that I'm now thinking about is, like, at times I guess Moses Moody could move to the 3 for you if you want him to. But I feel like maybe at one point if the Warriors want to make a move at the trade deadline, I'm just saying it. I think Moses Moody's a guy who could be available for trade with Melton. If D'Anthony Melton could take on a big role like he was starting to do last year before his injury, and they've got Buddy Hield, they've got Podziemski, they've got Gary Payton II. If they do bring in Seth, he's a great shooter. You're going to want to give Seth some run, put Seth on the floor with Steph. And it's just the fact that Seth Curry, even though he doesn't play a lot and he's not great at a lot outside of it, Seth Curry is one of the best shooters in this generation. So, not as good as Steph, but he is one of the most efficient shooters you can find in this generation. So, but I like this signing for the Warriors. I just think right now they've got a lot of depth, and that's good. I think as a fan of the Houston Rockets, the Rockets, I feel like right now have the best depth in the NBA. And a conversation I always have as a Rockets fan is depth in the NBA is so underrated. And right now, even though the Warriors, I feel like, are missing a third star next to Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, which I feel like is needed, they still have one of the best depth in the league. I think they're one of the best depth teams in the league. I wish they would add some more at the center position if they want to be successful, but their depth is still really good. You guys, let me know your thoughts on the signing in the comment section, and peace out.